You ever get the feeling that you're sitting on a secret that the rest of the world just hasn't caught on to yet? Like you can see the storm forming before anyone else can smell the rain? That's exactly where we are in crypto right now. But here's the wildest part. The numbers prove it. We're not even close to mass adoption yet. We're so early, most people are still in the I'll look into it later phase. And later is when the life-changing gains are already gone. I've been watching the signals stack up, adoption curves, institutional move, technical setups, and I'm telling you right now, the next big run isn't just possible, it's lining up. Stick with me because by the end of this, you're going to see why what's coming next could be one of the biggest moments in market history and why it might happen faster than you think. Welcome back to the Bullwinkle Blueprint. If you're new around here, and I appreciate all the new subscribers from earlier this morning, hit that subscribe button for me. If you're coming back for some more of that good info, do me a favor. It's the ultimate way to support the channel. It's free. I need you to press the thumbs up. So many people watch the video and not even 10% of you are pressing that thumbs up. It takes 2 seconds. I know you can find it. Do it because the more thumbs up we get, the more YouTube pushes the video. As crazy as it sounds, it doesn't matter. You can put out the best content out there, but if there's no thumbs up and there's no comments, YouTube doesn't see it as a so-called YouTube appropriate viral video, and they just don't push it in the algorithm. Trust me, it's true. Without further ado, let's jump into it. Bitcoin, 120,656 Ethereum, coming in at 4,207 in XRP. Yeah, buddy. Coming in at $3.22. In just a little bit, we're going to get into the XRP to Bitcoin chart. The most important chart in all of crypto for XRP holders. Forget XRP to USD, throw it out the window. XRP to BTC. Also, we're about to talk about a Western Union Ripple partnership. Wait until you see this latest transaction that just went down. Martini guy put this out. According to the Federal Reserve, only 8% of Americans own Bitcoin. Here's the part that's going to melt your brain because when you zoom out, you realize just how insanely early we still are. According to the Fed, yes, the same Fed that's been running the economic circus, only 8% of Americans own Bitcoin. And when I say Bitcoin, they mean cryptocurrency. 8%. That's not adoption. That's pre-adoption. That's like being in the internet before people even had email. Now imagine this. If Bitcoin, or let's call it what it is, if crypto even just captures a slice of gold's market cap, the math takes us to numbers that make today's price look like clearance stickers. Think about that. Once it becomes normal to have crypto in your portfolio, like a savings account or a debit card, you're not looking at $100, $150, $200,000 per Bitcoin. You're looking more like $500,000, maybe even more. This is where the wealth window people will look back on and regret missing. And when we talk about when it looks normal to have crypto in your portfolio, well, in 2026, early 2027, you will start to see retirement accounts rolling out these crypto options. Pay attention to it. Now put this out. This is very important right here. Because if you think Bitcoin's early, wait until you see how Ripple is setting the chessboard for global dominance. Picture this for a second as you enjoy the cat dancing on your screen. Every major fiat currency, stablecoin on-chain, many of them issued by Ripple. Ripple's holding banking licenses in the biggest economies on Earth. Global money services, business directly backed by Ripple, plugged into the XRP ledger with fully regulated fiat on and off ramps. This isn't just some payments company anymore, everyone. This is a full-on, blown-out neobank. Fiat onboarding straight into the XRP ledger DEX, every currency, every asset, instantly tradable and liquid. And at the core of it all, you guessed it, XRP. Now, stack on acquisitions, partnerships, integrations. Ripple isn't just entering the new financial system, they're freaking building it. And when you control the plumbing of the new system, guess what? You don't just win. No, you own the game. That's why XRP's role here is so much bigger than just a speculative asset. It's infrastructure, it's the rails. And rails, guess what? They don't go out of style, they just get busier. Now let's talk about the fight that's happening right now on the charts, because XRP is squaring up against Bitcoin. And the next move, well, it could be fireworks. Here's your chart. This is the XRP to Bitcoin chart. Let me get off my drawing tool and get to the cursor over here so we can move it around. So right now, XRP is trading around 26.84 on the Bitcoin XRP to Satoshi pairing, right? Puts us right around, I don't know, $3 and what, 22, $3.23. We bounce clean off the key support at $3.05, and then we pop back above the 58 EMA, which you can see that blue squiggly line on the 4-hour chart. What does this tell us? That buyers are stepping back in. But here's the problem. We're smacking right into a heavy resistance zone between the 27.83 and the 23.84. When we convert that to the USD pricing, we're talking about 336 to 342. We spoke about 342 earlier in this morning's video, which is your first key level to pay attention to. When we look at history, every time we get to this level, it's like a brick wall. Slam right back down. But if bulls flip it into support, guess what? It opens the highway up to $3.68. That is where the breakout narrative goes from maybe to, oh shit, it's happening. That is what we need to pay attention to. Forget XRP to USD. This is your key. And now these numbers, remember, these Satoshi values change. It all depends on the price of Bitcoin. And then crypto, where I put this out. Listen to this. Western Union dropped $500 million in cash to buy Intermex. This isn't random. Intermex has been plugged into RippleNet since 2020, folks. 5 years they've been plugged in, testing XRP's on-demand liquidity for cross-border payments. Do you think that Western Union bought this company, this remittance company, randomly? Or do you think they purchased it because they wanted a direct line into Ripple's tech stack and America's wide payment corridors? Everyone's like, but why? Why? It's simple. They understand what's coming. Real-time settlement, global liquidity, cost slashing with XRP bridging every single currency. This move puts Western Union at the front of the line when ODL goes mainstream. When the old moneyed players start buying into rails of the new system, you know we are close. This is traditional financial giants positioning itself for the XRP era before the doors slam shut. This was not done out of nowhere. They know what Intermex holds. It reminds me of when Earthport got the bidding war between Visa and MasterCard, one of the oldest on-demand liquidity corridors or partners out there. What do you think Visa and MasterCard were bidding for? All of those key tie-in connections. So here's what we got. We got Bitcoin adoption still in single digits, meaning the biggest upside is still ahead of us. We got Ripple quietly building the backbone for a new global financial system with XRP at its core. And XRP's chart right now, it's the definition of a make or break. This isn't a market to watch passively. This is the market to be in right now. The setups are there, the fundamentals are there, and guess what? The timelines are starting to close fast. The next leg up, it's not a matter of if, are we going to get the next leg up? Is it coming? No, it's coming. It's a matter of who's ready for when it happens, who has their exit strategies lined up, Who is positioned? Because we have had months to get positioned. The market makers have been blessing us here with these delays and their scare tactics. I'm not scared. I'm buying. I just bought a major dip the other day. Because you know what? Scared money, it don't make money. Now's the time, folks. Get ready, get positioned. These next 5 months are going to be absolutely amazing. Ignore the FUD, ignore the scare tactics. Stick to the real information, the truth. That's what you get around here. Make sure you hit that thumbs up on your way out. I'm going to leave it like that. I'll catch all y'all in the next one.